Emergency services, please.
Hello E-Scar friends. In this episode, I'm going to tell you the storyline of a movie titled Hitman, Agent 47. Hitman, Agent 47 was released on August 21, 2015, and is an action film from the United States. This film tells the story of a man who was created through perfect genetic engineering to become a killing machine. He is known as Agent 47, a secret agent with strength, speed, stamina, and intelligence beyond that of a normal human. He even kills all his enemies in a very brutal way. So, what's the full story? Without further ado, let's dive straight into the plot of the film. In August 1967, a brilliant scientist named Litvenko began a research program called Agent. The goal was to create the perfect killing machine, humans without emotion, without fear, and without remorse. The successful subjects of this program were called agents, and to distinguish them, they were marked with the number 47 on the back of their heads. The program ultimately succeeded in creating these inhumane agents. Overwhelmed with guilt, Litvenko fled and disappeared along with his agent. Realizing the immense potential of Litvenko's creation, many parties attempted to revive the program. However, all efforts ended in failure, and eventually, the focus shifted to finding Litvenko. In order to forcibly obtain the results of his research, one of those in pursuit was a third scientist named Albert Del Rigo. After 6 years of searching, Albert finally discovered a clue through a young woman named Katya, who turned out to be Litvenko's biological daughter. At an international syndicate research facility in Australia, Albert, who was at the organization's headquarters at the time, was suddenly evacuated by his guards and rushed to his hideout. This was due to the building's security system being hacked by someone, putting Albert's life in danger. Upon arriving at his hideout, Albert instructed his two operators to stay on alert. However, what happened next? And it turns out, this is the person who hacked the system and eliminated all of Albert's men. His name is Agent 47. The only agent created by Litvenko who was believed to have disappeared, yet he dares to reappear to work with a client. Agent 47's purpose in seeking Albert is to obtain information about Katya's whereabouts. Because all this time, it is known that Albert has been searching for and has found Katya's residence.
With a knife threatening his eye, Albert finally revealed that Katya was in Berlin, Germany. Deemed cooperative, Agent 47 decided to spare Albert's life. However, Albert then attempted to attack Agent 47 from behind. And what happened next? The scene shifts to Singapore, at the headquarters of an international syndicate led by a man named Anton. Anton is just like Albert. In his office, he receives news that Albert has been killed by Agent 47. As a result, Anton orders his subordinates to capture Katya before Agent 47 gets to her. From Singapore, the scene shifts to Berlin, Germany. In her place of exile, it turns out Katya has been trying to uncover the whereabouts of her father, Litvenko. She has gathered various pieces of information and data related to him. However, there is still no clear clue as to where her father is now. She is unaware that she herself is also being targeted by many people, because she does not know where her father is hiding. After the journey home, Katya's steps came to a halt. Here, we are shown that Katya has the ability to hear and see things from a distance. And she can also foresee what will happen a few minutes ahead. Just like with the couple who were having an argument. To prevent the wife from experiencing any violence, Cartier then stepped in to help her. Meanwhile, Agent 47, who had already arrived in Berlin, Germany, began searching for Cartier's whereabouts through Albert's database system, which he had previously hacked. Having successfully located Cartier's residence, Agent 47 immediately set off. At the same time, Cartier, who was asleep, was awakened by her ability to foresee a tall man in a black suit with a red tie heading toward her home. To save herself, Cartier escaped through another door. During her escape, she encountered John Smith. John Smith decided to help Cartier escape from Agent 47's pursuit.
Look at the shadows under his coat. Go through the corridor up the stairs.
What do I have to do?
Mission called Syndicate International.
We've been sent to protect you.
I'm here to protect, I say, everything. He will.
To ensure both of them could escape from Agent 47's pursuit, John deliberately fired his gun into the air in front of the US Embassy. This resulted in both of them being arrested, which caused Agent 47 to stop his chase. Created without fear, Agent 47 boldly approached the US Embassy fully armed. The security personnel quickly apprehended and detained him. Inside the interrogation room, a security officer named Sanders tried to find out who Agent 47 really was. However, Agent 47's face and fingerprints weren't recorded in the database. With little time to spare, Agent 47 tried to provoke Sanders by threatening the safety of his wife and child. This tactic gradually succeeded in enraging Sanders. Eventually, Sanders loaded his gun, which triggered Agent 47 to act. Hearing the commotion, Agent 47 swiftly broke free and fought his way out, taking on the security guard. Meanwhile, Agent 47 disguised himself as an embassy security officer so he could get out of the building and continue pursuing John Smith and Ketia, who had already escaped using a local police vehicle. Determined not to lose his targets, Agent 47 climbed a building to carry out a long-range shot, which hit Ketia precisely.
They're building agents right now, like.
The next day at the hideout, Cartier, who had been kidnapped earlier, was taken to a hidden location. There, Agent 47 told Cartier that he was not an assassin, but rather it was John Smith's group who wanted her dead in order to find Litvenko's whereabouts. The bullet that had hit her arm was actually a chip used to track her location. To prove his words, Agent 47 asked Cartier to use her ability to see into the past. It was revealed that Agent 47 and Cartier came from the same program. At the time, Litvenko had tried to escape with his small family from the pursuit of a criminal group that wanted to exploit his agent program. However, Cartier's mother was shot and killed, and Agent 47 was captured. After learning the truth from Agent 47, Cartier was asked to sharpen her special abilities even further, specifically by escaping the powerful suction of a high-powered turbine. After successfully escaping, the two of them immediately left, but suddenly they were surrounded by a fully armed military group outside. To save time, they decided to work together using their respective abilities. Cartier would inform Agent 47 of what was about to happen, while Agent 47 would eliminate the enemies before it did.
You process that information. So anticipate. Gotcha. Trust me.
Now, they're going to shoot me.
While Cartier was distracting the enemy, she was shocked by the appearance of John Smith, who was still alive. Fortunately, Agent 37 arrived just in time to help. Just like Agent 47, a human created with abilities beyond those of a normal person. The difference is that John Smith is immune to sharp objects, which allows him to survive. After escaping the scene, Cartier asked Agent 47 why John Smith was still alive despite being struck by a sharp object. Agent 47 explained that John Smith was created with a titanium body shield embedded beneath his skin in liquid form, making it both flexible and extremely strong. His nervous system had been enhanced, and his speed increased as well. All of this was the result of an experiment conducted by the company where John Smith worked, which was led by a man named Anton. In short, Cartier then told Agent 47 that her father was currently in Singapore. This information was based on her special ability and the data she had gathered over time. Upon arriving at the hotel, they both took a rest. Agent 47 had a habit of sleeping while sitting and always kept his weapon close at hand for safety. Cartier, unable to sleep, took Agent 47's weapon and disassembled it out of curiosity. As a result, when an enemy broke into their room and attacked, Agent 47 was forced to fight with his bare hands.
Anxious and I can't sleep, I take things apart.
Don't ever do that again.
The next day, the two of them went to Linvenko. While in the elevator, Agent 47 quietly took the inhaler used by the boy standing behind him and replaced it with Cartier's knife. It seemed Agent 47 had a different plan involving the inhaler. At Anton's company office, they discovered CCTV footage showing Agent 47 and Cartier in Singapore. Anton immediately ordered his men to capture Cartier and kill Agent 47. Meanwhile, Cartier had met her father in the orchid garden. Their reunion was quite emotional. However, Litvenko regretted that Cartier had been searching for him all this time, as it could put her life in danger. But Cartier had her own reasons for seeking her father. Unbeknownst to both of them, there were several intruders nearby intending to kill them. Fortunately, Agent 47 noticed this and immediately saved Cartier and Litvenko. After that, the three of them quickly left the place by car.
One and two, stand.
John Smith, who was still alive inside his vehicle, contacted their headquarters to initiate a pursuit of Agent 47, who had escaped onto the highway. It didn't take long before the criminal group sprang into action, intercepting Agent 47's vehicle, leading to yet another shootout. The number of enemies was overwhelming, and Litvenko's leg had been shot, forcing Agent 47 and Cartier to leave without him. But before leaving, Agent 47 slipped an inhaler into Litvenko's pocket.
It was all I had.
You're nothing more than scared of...
At night, Levenko, who had been captured earlier that day, was immediately interrogated by John Smith at the headquarters of the International Syndicate. John Smith demanded that Levenko reveal the DNA sequence needed to create a program capable of producing agents with abilities equal to Agent 47. At the same time, from the top of a nearby building, Agent 47 was hacking into the security system of the Syndicate's facility. After successfully breaching Anton's security system, Agent 47 initiated his plan by speaking to Anton through the voice system he had just taken control of. Agent 47 demanded Levenko's release in exchange for Cartier, since the DNA Anton needed was inside Cartier's body. Cartier herself was inside a helicopter, her hands tied. This was all part of Agent 47's plan, unknown even to Cartier, so Anton agreed to the deal. Levenko was then brought to the rooftop where the helicopter had landed, carrying the inhaler given to him by Agent 47. But suddenly, the plan took a sharp turn. Cartier crashed the helicopter into the Syndicate's building, throwing everyone into panic.
Heading back to the safe.
Meanwhile, Agent 47 had disguised himself as a firefighter to get closer to Anton. As John Smith was about to evacuate his boss to a secure room, Agent 47 was already there waiting. Without much conversation, the two engaged in another one-on-one fight. When John Smith proved difficult to defeat, Agent 47 used his sharp intellect to kill him by electrocuting his body, causing a brief power outage in the building. Afterward, Cartier and Agent 47 quickly set out to rescue Levenko, who was still with Anton. However, they first had to eliminate all of Anton's men who tried to block their path. Although both of them managed to eliminate all of Anton's men, they failed to save Levenko. Anton succeeded in escaping with Levenko using a helicopter. But what Anton didn't know was that Levenko had taken an inhaler given to him by Agent 47, which actually contained a bomb. This reveals the real reason why Agent 47 had taken the inhaler from the boy earlier. Agent 47 deliberately planned for Levenko to die alongside Anton, so that no one would come after him anymore. With Levenko's death, the secret formula for creating deadly agents was lost forever. For Cartier, it was a difficult choice, but for the safety of many people, including herself, she accepted it. Not long after, Agent 47 was contacted by a client who had been hiring him all this time. The client requested that Agent 47 kill Cartier as well. Upon hearing this, Agent 47 refused. Due to his refusal, the client sent another agent who looked just like Agent 47 to kill them both. This agent was named Agent 48, a clone of Agent 47. And that's how the film ends. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to check out our other videos. Greetings from E-Star.